It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First and 10, Taylor now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going up top for Taylor. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, as built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Here's Hill on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Harris running straight ahead. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. On 2nd and a long way to go. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Pickett to throw on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now Hill to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 11 now, Pickett. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Boykin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On first down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett, he's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Pickett now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll be out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. And in this case, the offense figured it out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He's got his tight end, Freiermuth, right side.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
He'll get this one to Pickett.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll send a receiver in motion left. This is Harris on the draw.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Pickett.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They go play action here on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
The toss here completed to Pittman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jones. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
Here's Jones to throw.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Jones looking around. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score 35. Steelers 21. Revamped Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Now Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Flush to his right.
Locates Pittman for another completion.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Now Jones.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Got so many memories that